Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is my review, honey, for the Housewives of Potomac from last night. And I am just walking in the house, okay? Don't even have my lipstick on yet because I took it off and now it's back on, okay? But we're going to still let it do what it do. Where my glasses at? I can't see without my glasses. Where are my glasses? I can't see without my glasses. Okay, but we are here nonetheless. I hope everybody had a great Monday. Okay, I had a great Monday. Indian little people were stupid, but I still had a great Monday. Okay, it is the beginning of the week. A lot of things are going on. I know that Monique was live, okay, about her and Chris. I'll probably talk about that tomorrow because I want to fully be able to watch the live and then, take my little notes or whatever. Because I was listening to it driving home and there was a couple of talk, honey. I was like, girl, what are we talking about? But we do know her and Chris ain't divorced or ain't getting divorced. But again, the stuff she said was a little bit extra for stuff we did not know, but I'll just get into that tomorrow. Okay, but y'all know first things first. If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, JayBird, ... Okay, do not forget to also like the video. Okay, like the video, comment in the comment section because it's a conversation between everybody, okay, between me and you and them and they and he and her and she and he and everybody up in between there, okay? Now, Potomac, this, like, comment, subscribe, share, okay, all of those things. Look, I'm here, but I can't see y'all. I got my glasses on. I do not feel like putting on more lipstick because again, I'm like, honey, I'm just over it right now. I would have canceled the live just so I could come home and have a moment to myself. but I have to do work. Okay, we have to have a conversation about what happened on the episode last night. Now I don't know why my notes ain't loading, which is also girl. But we here. Let me pull up on my phone. Because for some reason my email isn't loading my notes for the episode. And I have to have my notes for the episode to see what happened. Oh, I wonder if my stuff switched over. Because I came home, honey, and everything got shut down. I didn't know why. We probably had a power outage. Why do I have no notes? Hold on, y'all. Because y'all know I don't know what happened on the thing. But hello to all the people who are here right now. Okay, thank you to all of those who will be watching the replay later. Take your time. Look, I was trying to just make sure that everything. Girl, no one, my dumb self. I'm thinking my notes ain't loaded. I didn't title the email "Love and Marriage," and it's supposed to be Potomac. I'm like, why I keep on listening to Love and Marriage? Why don't I see Potomac? Because you didn't put the word Potomac in there. You spelled this shit wrong. Okay. Anyway, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm here. Anyway, yes. But hello to all the people. Hello, mama. How y'all doing? Hello. Let's just get into, because we have already, honey, I look, because y'all know I hate feeling off, but we're going to still do what needs to be done, okay, to have a conversation about the ladies who are having a topic for, I feel like Gizelle is always out here Giselling and getting on our nerve. And this episode to me was Gizelle. It was showing everybody how much Gizelle can start for no real reason because she wants to, and people allow her to do that. And then when somebody don't allow her to do that, you know what I'm saying, they call that production. But whatever. So the episode starts off right where the last one left off. Okay, Gizelle trying to confront Mia about her post with the character stuff. Now I feel like Gizelle and Robyn are one person, so I have to put half of their faces or whatever, because both of them equals one person. Because a lot of me feel like they do not think for themselves. They do not allow people to, even though they are two separate people, because they're the same person one time. So they half and half. Like not not gizzard. But just look, that's why I titled it. I'm like, look, one thing about Gizelle, each time she gonna be messy. Come hook or crook, no matter what day of the week it is, if Gizelle don't do nothing else on the episode where she talking, if her lips are open in some kind of way, she's being messy, okay? And I feel like they all was talking, because everybody walked up. Okay, Gizelle was there. Robyn, Karen, a scholar then walked up. Your scholar was around here too. Wendy, Ken. Now when Ken is like, do we have to go over there? I don't want to go over there. I feel like because she knew she said some stuff too. And I was like, all y'all this is me. I would not question someone saying something about cancer. I definitely would not question somebody until I've talked to them. When you question people based on a post they made, and it's somebody I'm not saying strength, like we can judge stuff because we see stuff and we put our own opinion on it. But these women supposedly know each other, are frenemies or whatever. Before questioning me, I would have at least had a conversation with her. But most of y'all questioned it before talking to the girl, because y'all felt like y'all would not have worded it how she did. It's like nobody has to come out and say, I have cancer, and that's the only way to address whatever your medical situation is. Some people are going through the testing phase. Some people are trying to figure out what kind of cancer they have. Is it really cancer? Is it non-cancerous? Okay, is it, whatever it is within the body, they are trying to figure it out. Some folk, they don't say nothing about it. Okay, other people, like Mia, It's Mia told y'all that she had her vagina rejuvenated surgically when she first met y'all. Mia is a very open, sometimes too open person. So I'm not surprised that she's very open. I've had all these surgeries. We've done this. She do that. She do that. And I think people who are secretive, like Gizelle and Robyn, do not understand what it's like to not really have to strategize how to get attention based on the post. Y'all do that. So because y'all do that, y'all felt like she was doing that too. And I would never judge somebody who was telling me, they found lumps and the doctor said it could be cancer and they freaked out. So Robyn and Gizelle, in my opinion, was on some bullshit. Okay. Now, Mia friend Jacqueline, who's a girl in another dress, was there. And she's like, this is real life stuff. She's going through it. And when Mia said, she's been here for me, not y'all, meaning my friend know what I've been going through, not y'all, and y'all on some bullshit. Okay. Now, Candiace in her confessional said everyone was curious about Mia, but it was a better way to pose the question. But Gizelle is gonna always do what she do, which is be messy and not approach things in the right way. So when Wendy asked, well, so does Gizelle feel that way, or is it Gizelle and Robyn? Because Gizelle and Robyn are one person. So you use, what one of them thinks, the other one does. And even if Robyn does not think what Gizelle thinks, she's not gonna say it publicly. Robyn is going to let Gizelle leave her. And Robyn is the only friend of who has a full-time role. Robyn can really be a friend of the show. Because all she do is friend of with Gizelle. That's it. A goddamn dynamic duo. And when Wendy said, was it both of them or just one? Because that's how it is. They're one person, okay? Now, when Robyn, well, first of all, everyone, what we're not going to do is make it seem like only me and Gizelle had an issue. No, but you and Gizelle came together as one to come question me about it. Well, not one, because Robyn got that after Gizelle. But you went and stood by your partner to question Mia, period. So people look at y'all as a damn dynamic duo, twinsies. Two grown adults who should be able to be separate, but y'all are not. Now, Robyn brings up how Candiace has said something, how Ashley has said something, how Karen has said something. And to me, the only person who said something, but it wasn't like malicious or whatever, was Karen, who said, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. That's what Karen said. Karen said, she worded it differently, but I don't think, it was something. Karen was the only one who said that part of it. But Candiace, Ashley, Gizelle, and Robyn were definitely on the same accord. Okay? Robyn trying to sell her person. She trying. She wearing different hair colors. She's wearing cute clothes. Okay? But Robyn, she because Gizelle is not a bad woman. She's not Batman. I don't know why Robyn has to play the role of a Robyn, a sidekick, a sideshow, Gizelle's puppet. You can be good friends with Gizelle, but no, Gizelle, you be full of shit. Nah, you be pulling me into the shit that you got going on, and you should not do that, okay? And it's stupid. Yeah, Robyn try to be in view of the fact she's a sidekick. She the sidekick. And I don't even dislike Robyn. I dislike how much Robyn does not have an identity. I think Robyn stayed around as Juan's ex-wife, baby mama, girlfriend, not girlfriend, roommate situation, that she don't know who she is. She's also never really had a good storyline. She's always been attached to Gizelle in some kind of way. And so she's comfortable there. And sometimes she looks like a puppet just standing next to Gizelle. What is Gizelle going to make her say? What's going to happen? And we never know. But it's always going to be some kind of way tied to Gizelle when they're going at someone else. But I feel like Robyn acting like, oh, we all had a question. But now, even though Robyn did not see how Gizelle came at Mia, because Gizelle had already went up to me and said, "Oh, cancer, no cancer." She'd already done that before Robyn got there. So I would say I would give Robyn 2%, help to say she did not see how Gizelle approached Mia. She found out how she did it later on. But anyway, she came in there defending Gizelle to the hotel at the high heels. If I was Robyn and I know my friend is messy, I would. What did you do? In the joke, what did you do? What did you say? Because it was some messy shit, and it was. But again, let her be her. Let her be dumb, okay? And then when Jacqueline said, well, your post was like open ended, like it wasn't any like definite end. She said, yeah, because she's still an intestine. She had to still figure out what's going on. I was like, girl, look. Anyway, I can't control anybody else's bullshit. I can't control other people. My story is my story to tell. God chose me to do His work, and I'm gonna do that. Girl, look. I'm not gonna say God chose you to do His work in this way. I'm gonna say your life is your life. And how you choose to announce the fact that you could have cancer is on you. And if by either having it or not having it, you bring more awareness to whatever it may be, that's cool. We're going to leave God out of it. Okay? Stop bringing God and stuff that ain't got nothing to do with it, because God ain't in mess and confusion. No, ma'am. No, sir. Thank you. Don't do it. Okay? Now, a few folks showed up. It was Sharice who showed up, Katie who showed up, and then, Anthony and Candiace or whatever. So we had Katie ain't been on in 2 or 3 seasons. And the last time we saw Katie, she did disappear out the blue. It was like gone or whatever. But Katie, in my opinion, has always been going through a lot of stuff. And Katie did not need to come back. That since she came back, she was going through too much, okay? But it was like, whatever. But Katie came back, you know what I'm saying? She looking fresh face and Katie is kooky as hell, okay? I really feel like Katie could come back in a friend of role, but Katie is so unpredictable. We never know if Katie is sober, if she's just full of life, if she had too much Gatorade with sugar in it, or what. But I like Katie's energy. She seems like a ball of fun, but I just never know if she's okay. So I would not mind her coming back as a friend of the show to just kind of, tie up loose ends. I don't know. Now, Sharice who showed up, Sharice is really out here back. Because, Sharice was on season 1. She's one of the OGs, who they kept saying honey, Robyn said at BravoCon that Sharice was the real Grand Dame. And Karen said if she was the Grand Dame, she would be the Grand Dame. And I'm the only Grand. I said, girl, let her know. Because again, if she's the Grand Dame, why is she not on the show? If she runs shit, why she not here? So Robyn, hush. And I feel like Robyn, you have not earned the right to talk about who is the Grand Dame, who is the what. Because you still got them sidekick to Gizelle 7 seasons in. So you trying to prop up Sharice, I guess, to bring her back. We don't know why. I have nothing against Sharice. But I also feel like Sharice never wanted to be fully open. Sharice has this aura about her that make me feel like she thinks she's too good to really be authentic. She thinks she's too good to show that she go through shit. Sharice gives off an aura of I am better than anybody else. She acts like I'm the queen of the Grand Dame domination place, and y'all have to kneel beneath my feet. And it gives off this like she's smug, like she really, she don't need to be here. And it's almost like they bring her. I feel like this season, for Thomas, let's throw everything. Let's throw everything. Let's pop Katie back in for a little bit. We got Skylar who's in the background. Let's bring Sharice back or whatever. But for me, I feel like Sharice ain't bringing shit. She's been in both episodes so far, and all she did was walk in and look around. looking bewildered, looking concerned. That's it. And so for that, I'm like, no, like she don't have no point in being there. You know what I'm saying? She had no point in being there. But maybe because she helped start the franchise, they want to put her foot in the water to see if she can walk on it, and she could not. Okay. Now she was, hey Karen, Karen, I miss you. Karen's like, oh, do you? Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Can we meet up? Yeah, I would love that. Karen, that was the fakest I've ever seen, because Karen don't see it for Sharice. She doesn't. She doesn't. And I won't say fake, but like I also feel like Sharice wants to. Sharice, in my opinion, wants to make up with Karen for them to get to a better place. For her and Karen to then fall out. Because if I befriend you and I kind of betray you a little bit, and you come at me, then that gives me another spot to come on next season. And I think Karen not trying to do that. Okay, so kind of coming to my event, because whoever invited you probably Gizelle, because everybody at this party had a friend. And y'all know, Gizelle's only friend is Robyn. So I feel like Gizelle probably invited Sharice just to piss Karen off. That's what Gizelle do. And Karen is not falling for it. And I might leave it be. Even since Ashley and Candiace kind of getting along, look, when Candiace first came on her first season, her and Ashley were cool. So I remember, them being, good Judas or whatever, and then shit just went left. And it just kind of never got back on track. But this season they seem to be, I'm saying, friendly. There are little itty bitty shady remarks, but not anything that should cause them to fight yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here seeing, I'm here for seeing Candiace and Ashley get on better footing. Okay. But y'all think it's because she moved out of my house. I feel like Ashley and Candiace kept beefing because the big thing was they can dog her out by living in her mama's house. And ever since she moved out of her mama's house, she good with everybody. Anyway, Karen gave a speech about I don't know, but at the end of her speech, she said something like the Grand Dame is back. I said, where did you go? The Grand Dame is back, but back from where? I was confused. I was like, I guess maybe she back in Potomac, because she was not in Potomac for a while. So maybe she's back in Potomac, and that's what she meant. But her whole speech confused me, and I was like, girl, whatever. So Candiace and her sister. Candiace's sister, they're the same mama, different daddy. Crystal is now living with her and Chris. And she said, my sister had an apartment she was living in, and the family found a property for her, and they're, building a house for my sister. So while they're doing that, she living here. And I said, why didn't she just stay where she was living? Look, I get maybe you don't want to live somewhere and pay money if you can live somewhere rent free. But as a 40-year-old adult, and I know her sister not 40, but as an adult in the world of America's in this universe, I would not want to live with somebody if I already have my own space. Now, if I was getting evicted, if I couldn't live there no more, I don't know. But a part of me felt like, why does she live with her sister? And not just stay where she was. That was weird. I was like, why does she? A part of me feel like, is Chris not really wanting to film that much? So does Candiace need a little buffer of who she can film scenes at home? Because Chris always gone. So let me bring in my sister. Because it just felt like I didn't get it. Because it wasn't as if the sister was homeless or whatever and needed some. I was like, why did she move in with y'all at y'all new house? Like, ain't y'all trying to be fucking her kids? I can't live with people. I can't. But one, I told you I have to be clothes. So living in somebody's house that has this a little closet. No, I need 4 or 5 closets. I need about 6 closets, okay, for my stuff. And not only that, like I would not be able to have sex in my sister's house. No, who wants to do that? And Candiace and Chris might be girl. I would never understand, just I would stay where I am. I would not want to. Sometimes this is the thing, though, Angie. That's the point. If I don't know how long it's gonna take, why would I want to live somewhere unexpectedly? I would still do my little year lease and let that be that. I would not. I can't live with somebody and does not know when I'm gonna move out. Because God forbid, you know what I'm saying? I just need my own space. I need my own privacy. And Chris Chris got two kids. Girl, I could not do it. It would not be me. Would not be me. But she brings up how her and Chris trying to have kids. She wants she wants to get pregnant at the end of the year. So I'm guessing she meant at the end of 2022. I'm assuming. But she wants to wait till the end of the year try to get pregnant at the end of the year, but she also wants to freeze her eggs because she's scared about having kids, the unknown about being a mom. She wants 2 kids and blah, 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 blah. But I get it. When you feel like you want kids, you don't know the time frame. So that's what she's going through now, the process of freezing her eggs. Because again, if I wait 2 years, okay, the eggs I have now, my uterus may not be as good in 2 years. So let me freeze them good old eggs. So that way, whenever I choose to have kids, I have some kids in waiting. So that was great. So she do ask about, are you okay with Chris's working schedule? I'm like, is that gonna be their thing? I don't want to see Chris and Candiace fuss about Chris's work schedule. I feel like, has Chris never really worked? Because and I get his hours may be different, but Candiace really act like Chris is never home now, and it is so different. A lot of people work late shifts. You know what I'm saying? I know it's an adjustment, and she has the right to feel like, you know what I'm saying, I miss my husband. But I want quality time. Saying sometimes Chris gets off work at 1 a.m. and I be tired or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I can't cuddle. You know what I'm saying? I want him to spend time with my black ass. I was like, okay, when any, not your man, when a couple is living together and one other person's schedule changes, you have to adjust. I feel like you can't be complaining about the person's work. That's their work schedule. What are they gonna do? I mean, he has to work. And he probably also wants to work. But I feel like her complaining is stupid. Because before, right. But this is the thing, let's see, Candiace. I think Candiace wants us to believe they have more money than they do. People only move in with families to save money, or they're going through some financial right. Because I told y'all before I moved here, because I just could not because I was like, I want to move somewhere that I want to be in. I've already ended my lease. And I was like, I did not want to move somewhere that I didn't like. And my mom was like, if you want to move back here until, you either save up money to buy your house or you find somewhere. But I'm like, I need my own space. I got some clothes. I cannot have things in your house. Even I have before, but whatever. Here and there. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Usually, it's just, something feels like it's a part of the storyline, in my opinion, because like y'all said too, they have another house. The house Candiace used to stay in. Why can't she stay there? And again, because she was already living somewhere, why did she give up where she was living by herself to come live with you and your husband and his kids? Okay, but back to Chris and his work schedule. I feel like Chris has always worked a little bit because, like y'all said before, he worked. He had the little restaurant or whatever. He's been a chef, and not only that, I feel like Candiace, even on the show, your hours aren't regular. Okay, the hours can differ and whatnot. So part of me feel like it should not be that big of a deal. Also, if I know my man get off at 1 a.m., okay, once or twice a week, I have to be up late. I don't think the end goal should be, well, Chris, you can't work the schedule because I don't like it. And to me, 1 a.m. ain't even that late. Y'all know I don't go to bed at 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay, But yeah, I would like once or twice a week, I would know, okay, I have to be up because I want to spend, because a part of it is both of y'all have to sacrifice. I think his sacrifices, he has to work late. He probably don't want to. He ain't got no choice. Because if he did have a choice, he wouldn't be doing it. And I just don't like the fact that she's complaining as if he's unfairly not being home. He is avoiding being home. It's like, no, he has a job and that's his schedule. And because he is also the GM of I think it's a hotel or whatever, restaurant, those jobs, you're usually there late because you're probably there until close. So I feel like when Chris took the job, you had to have known Ken that he was, it would be some late nights. And hopefully it pays off to later on. He's not gone so long. But I'm in every episode when Chris, I hate his schedule. It's only 1 a.m. It's only 1 a.m. Period. If you're gonna be a performer, you're gonna be at concerts and not get home till 1 or 2 a.m. Have you seen the singers who be around here not getting home until 2, 3 a.m. because they gotta do stuff to do? I'm pretty sure when you are making your music in the studio, sometimes it's late. You know what I'm saying? So I just want her to not kind of harp on that, because if y'all want to have kids, it's other stuff to think about. Okay, and that man working out that bad. Now, if because should he quit his job? And he can then be home more with you? Is that what you want, Candiace? I would think not. I don't know. But I mean, him being home so much during COVID, girl, that was everybody's, weird ass vacation. We was all home and just too damn much. Okay, and not something different. Okay. We then seen Ashley. Ashley had a little play date with her friend Deborah. Everyone has a friend this season. Well, except Gizelle and Robyn. They don't have any friends except each other. So Ashley's friend Deborah, who came over. Deborah's so cute. I love a little hair. But I'm loving the fact that, I'm saying, girl, Ashley has this girl right here, Deborah. I feel like Wendy probably is bringing around a scholar. Karen had a friend too. So I like how they're kind of throwing shit. They're just throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks. Because if you have enough friends, you can then drop them into being main cast if the audience likes them. It's like a little tester. Okay? So I don't mind a little tester. Now, we're going to see how it's going to go. But again, the only ones who I feel like do not have friends is Robyn. Do we even see Robyn and Gizelle post other folks on their social media? I feel like even on social media, it's always just Robyn and it's always just Robyn and Gizelle. But a friend Deborah said, "Hey girl, how you doing? Little play dates, babies or whatever. So how are things with you and Michael since the separation?" Now Ashley said, like, look, he still lives here. We're here together. We do not share rooms. I sleep in a room with the baby. We only discuss the kids. Like, there's nothing romantic anymore. Okay. And the friend says, like, is he like a cheaper to keep? Like, the friend feel like, is Michael still staying here and being friendly with you? And Sharice Roberts, that don't count. Your friend could not be somebody from season 1. Like, we need somebody new. No. We will accept Wendy with a scholar, because the scholar was only on last season. But Robyn as can't bring Sharice back. Okay, her name is like Sharice. Cannot bring the lady back. No, Robyn, we need somebody we ain't seen before. We need someone who's not already associated with the show. Okay, we need somebody new. Somebody new, Robyn. Okay, not just your house surplus. What? Ooh, that is true. Because that's a storyline of the damn house. Foolish, okay. But the friend was asking if she was asking her, like, do you feel like Michael is still around, being friendly, because he's hoping to get that one thing back, whatever. So that way it's cheaper to keep you than to lose you. So he's being a little bit, extra friendly about how y'all are separating, okay? And maybe, I don't know, like, that could be what he's doing. But she makes it clear, like, there are no romantic things going on. but they are still in the house together. And I was like, I guess so. Now she's like, was he gonna move out? No, like he loves it here. He wants to stay here. He does not want no big old house or no yard. He don't want to. Michael wants easy living, meaning I want a penthouse. I want a doorman. I want somebody else who does all the work, and I'm not having to figure out nothing house. I'm the same. Like I don't really want. Look, it's easy. And Michael was older too. I don't care. He don't care. Ashley wants a house because Ashley wants to raise the kids and have them to have some freedom. You know what I'm saying? Run outside or whatever. But again, she's like, no, he's gonna stay here. I'm gonna, get somewhere else to live or whatever. And when some people are asking her like why she's not like sad or upset or whatever about the divorce, like, we still live here together. You know what I'm saying? So and it kind of feels the same. And so like it's not, it's not real yet or whatever. And the friend said, maybe it's because, you know what I'm saying, it's been a long time coming. I said, not the shade of it all. Because I do feel like there's a difference between me and my husband, but like let's take, girl, Martell and Mel, who were married for 14 years or whatever, and then after he cheating or whatever, and it's out the blue over because the baby. Like that's traumatic. So you're pissed in that divorce. It's a divorce where the dude did somebody did something that causes a divorce, which makes things a little bit different. And her point was like, it's just happening. The friends saying how it's like it was a long time coming, meaning things were a bit different for a minute or whatever. So because y'all already having issues or whatever, it's not sad for you that it's over. I said that's true, okay. And the friend also asked like, will y'all be dating? Would y'all date? You think Michael will like date somebody else? She's like, he absolutely will. She's like, if I leave on Tuesday, he will probably have somebody up in here on Wednesday, and it's fine. Which to me means she's over him. Like she may every once in a while jokingly want to fuck that man, but I think Ashley is over it because she's too freely talking about that man fucking somebody else, and she don't really care. Letting me know she wants to also bang somebody else, but she say, we're gonna both move on. We will both date. I don't think either one of us will wait a long time, and that's what to test. And I think I agree. So let's get to Gizelle and Robyn. Gizelle and Robyn had a little dinner, whatever, to talk. This is the first time I feel like, not the first time, but when Robyn wants to call Gizelle out of her shit, because Gizelle be full of shit. Okay, fully full of shit. So one, she addresses how I got a bone to pick with you. I'll spread my business or whatever. Now remember on episode 1, while talking with Ashley and Karen, Gizelle brought up how Juan's name ain't on the house. First of all, I feel like, why do you know who name on the house? That should just be a secret. That should be like, why? If I was Juan, I'm like, why the fuck does Gizelle know who name on her house? Like, why does she know that? Okay, but whatever. But I mean, the reason I know, I'll leave that be. But her point was, why would you say that? Like, why? Like, what if I told your business? I said, girl, I look. I want Gizelle and Robyn to fuck. I want one good season of them to have some kind of just knock down, flat out argument, and I want Robyn to spill Gizelle's tea. Give us two tidbits, something. Because even though Gizelle did not maliciously reveal that information, you could tell it was a slip, oops, or whatever. But still, I could never oops my best friend, my good friend's business. I would not. I am a vault. You hear me? I am a vault, and I hold other people's information. Even when I do, like when I would do story times or whatever, I make sure to not really name people because I'm like, people have a right to their privacy. So I know shit about people I don't even fuck with no more. And I still would not reveal nothing that they, told me or whatever. And I'm like, girl, bye. So Robyn explains, okay, that Juan's name is not on the house because Juan's credit has not recovered from the last house that had that foreclosed on. Okay, back when Robyn lost all their money, and I was like, the fact that this is the crazy part. I don't think we know how much that probably hurt Juan financially and credit wise, because the fact that that foreclosure still affects him but not her is crazy. So she said to get the lower interest rate, they put this her name on it and not Juan's name. Okay. And I'm like, girl. But she says it's not as if it's my house and he live like it's not. It's like it's our house. It's just, interest rate wise, to get a better interest rate, we left his name off. And I was like, girl, if you say so. A better question is why Robyn credit not messed up? He lost all his money because this is the crazy part. I think back then Juan was the money earner. Most of probably was in Juan's name. Because Robyn, no tea, no shade, may not have had good credit at all then either. So when she said that his credit still messed up, but hers isn't, that let me know whatever they had going on, he took a harder hit than she did. So that's why to me it's also crazy that she's now saying like, I would want a prenup. I would not want Juan to get half my money. I'm like, but if his credit is fucked up because the house y'all had was foreclosed on because you lost the money, I would never be able to say I don't want him to get my money. Did you give him back? It's like he got bad credit fucking around with you. Girl. Anyway, but Gizelle brings up how it even came up because of Ashley in the house and her wanting to buy a house with Michael or whatever. And I also feel like, what does it matter? Why are y'all so invested in how Ashley gets her house? Whether Michael helps her buy it by giving her money in hand, or because Michael is in real estate. Like that's how he made millions upon millions. So why would she not parlay that into him helping her get a house? Now, hopefully she's smart enough to make sure at the end of the day it's her house and he can't take it from her. But if they are just kind of amicably ending their marriage, he should help her get an amazing fucking house. It's the least. Michael has embarrassed Ashley the whole time they have been on this show. The least he can do is before they legally divorce, get her a good ass house, period. With a good interest rate or whatever it may be. But yes, use that man to help you get a whole house. But I feel like Robyn and Gizelle are so aggravatingly selfish and think the only way to divorce is either catch your husband fuck around whoever killing you, and then Juan who said girl fuck you. You don't see how some people marriages can end and it's not a big thing. And the fact that y'all don't get her allowing him to help her get a house helps her. I wish I would take the money I get out of my, the severance package, my alimony, whatever. I wish I would take that money to get a house when no Negro or white man, this is white man, no white man, you get me a house. Because that's your field. You find me a great, great house, give me a great, great deal, okay? If it should be in the LLC, that's cool too. So boom, pow, pow. Okay. Now they then get on how they was questioning me about the cancer post, and Robyn did call her out like, "Girl, you was on some bullshit. You was kind of rude. You know you're wrong." So Gizelle then sent me a text like, "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to come off that way. Things went left. I would love to meet up with you to have a conversation about shit. And if I was Mia, I would have Gizelle blocked. Gizelle would only be able to email me or call me on track phone." Okay. So they then bring up how I was out shopping with Ashley, what Robyn does. She was out shopping with Ashley. And Ashley told her that she had a DM from Chris at 2:42 in the morning. Now, we see the flashback thing or whatever, and Ashley's saying how I feel so weird, I feel so awkward. Chris DM'd me at 2 in the morning. Talk about why aren't you here? I was like, Ashley, you're doing too much. Seeing the text, seeing the DM made me feel like y'all is really grasping for straws. Really? Now, when Robyn is telling her what Ashley said, Gizelle, well, Chris make me feel, I was like, bitch, what? If Robyn just said, first of all, with Ashley, Chris didn't like hit her up out the blue. He responded to an IG story of her hanging out and said, you should have came to my job where I work so I want folk to come here. I also feel like I be up late at night too because I'm a night person, whatever, and I'm always commenting on stuff late at night. Always. Don't be surprised if you see me up at 4 a.m. and I'm, because that's what I do. I think people can put, if he had out the blue just regularly DM'd her and not replied to her story, that's different. If Chris had just, let me scroll, Ashley, let me DM her and say, hey, come see me at the bar. That's different. That's different. But Ashley making a scene is that she felt uncomfortable, and why we contact me was, but she replied to a story that you posted. And people be up late at night scrolling social media. So she's like, I told Ashley like her and that big deal. So when Gizelle then bring up how Chris was acting inappropriate with me too. Okay, and I was like, girl, why? Now she bring up how Chris also be DMing me and DMing the people, and it makes me uncomfortable or whatever because of what happened at the reunion. So Gizelle go on to say how Chris was like, hey, can we talk in your room? And that she said yes only because I thought my glam team would be there, but I got there and my glam was gone. Okay, and I was upset because I did not want to be in my room with some man who's married by myself. It just felt weird. And Robyn said Chris was probably drunk, and he didn't mean shit by it, Gizelle. When Robyn saying Gizelle, you going too far. You making up shit. And I think Robyn is trying to say, girl, just don't do it. Like it ain't worth it this time. Don't do it. Leave it the fuck be. And this is the first time I see Robyn being sensible and not following Robyn's lead. I mean, not following Gizelle's lead and just agreeing with her bullshit. Because usually Robyn agreed with Gizelle's bullshit about other people. And I wonder if she see how they went at Wendy and the whole breast situation, how she was, being this and that, and how she was doing shit for all that stuff. I think Robyn seen how she was riding with Gizelle so tough and it bit her in the ass that she's now trying to, when she can, talk Gizelle off the lid of her bullshit. Because she kept, she was like, no, it's not, like Chris ain't doing, no, Chris, that ain't, no. No, well, he was right. No, no. And the Gizelle just not even listen to her. Say, girl, you making too much out of nothing. And when Gizelle said, I would never want to be alone in a room with someone's husband. I would never want to do that. I have been cheated on before. I had a cheating husband. So I would never want to be in that place. You're not in that place. You're not. And as much as Candiace has gotten on my fucking nerve the whole time she's been on the show, this season, we're only 2 episodes, only 2 episodes in, but this season, she's not been aggravating me as much. And Chris, to me, does not give off the vibe that he would try to fuck someone on the show. Now, would he try to make out with somebody off the show? That could happen. I fully believe you can't put nothing past nobody, but Chris just does not come off as someone who'll be stupid enough to try to mess with somebody his wife is on a show with. If Chris was to ever step out on Candiace, I feel like it would never be anyone that she knew, ever. I don't even see Chris cheat. I see Chris leaving Candiace because she's aggravating, not him cheating on her. Ever. So Gizelle trying to push that narrative, and I'm like, when you're good asking somebody, Robyn is saying, no, Gizelle, that's not true. You should say, you know what, I'm probably tripping. And when Gizelle, because many men came at me, girl, how many? show us the married men. How many married men have came at you? How many? Give us some names. Okay? But to say so many married men come at me, whatever, they try me to see what's up. You know, why? Because she said, well, what was Chrissy was saying? I don't remember. He was complaining about, I don't really know, but he was more complaining about Candiace. And why would you come to me to complain about your wife unless you want me to say, like, I can make you happy? I was like, bitch, what? And it's stupid because that be me thinking, like, you be thinking people is friendly or whatever and think they can talk to you, and then they do, and then you make it seem as if they want to fuck you. I don't think that Gizelle is even Chris's type. Truthfully. I also feel like Gizelle, no tea, no shade. I'm not age shaming. I don't think he would want to talk to someone Gizelle's age. I don't. I think Chris would always want someone a little bit younger. Okay? A little bit younger. And every time Robyn just was like, Gizelle, no. She just kept going deeper and deeper. No, girl, because all the married men want me. You know, why Chris complaining to Candiace about, you know, why he talking to me? Girl, what? Robyn said anybody who think that Chris did something wrong is fucking crazy, okay? He didn't do shit wrong. He didn't do shit wrong with DM and Ashley. He also didn't do shit wrong with talking to Gizelle. But Gizelle is always on some bull of the shit, okay? And seeing Robyn, just be honest, and seeing Robyn just being logical and trying to, and I wonder, is she this way off camera and we just don't see it? I really wonder if Robyn be trying to tell Gizelle, don't do that, and she does it anyway. And so she's like, you know, now let me say shit on camera so no one can say that I don't say shit because I do. She don't listen to me. Okay. Look, we've seen a couple scenes of Karen and her titties. I don't care. I refuse to have conversation about Ray and Karen fussing about titties. I feel like Karen had her boobs done all them years ago. She got them looking now. I don't care. I don't care. I was like, girl, it's some bullshit to me. Mia Gordon and her friend, the girl Jacqueline, meet up for drinks. Now, the reason, first of all, I hate, and I know hate is a strong word, but I hate when people sit with their coats on their shoulders like that. I get it's supposed to be a look, but you have to keep pulling your jacket up because it's falling off because you're supposed to take it. If you can't wear the coat regularly, take the shit off your shoulders. I hate folks sitting around at dinner tables or whatever with the coats on their shoulders. And the fact that Mia kept having to pluck up the collar, take the fucking jacket. I was like, why do you keep fixing? Can you fit it? What are you doing? It's like, I get it's a look. That is, to me, the jacket over the jacket over your shoulders is editorial. It's for a picture. It's for when you're walking in. But when you sit down, take the jacket off. You girl, I was gonna get up and get my coat. The fact that when Mia kept doing this, I was like, Mia, and I like Mia. I like Mia. You know what I'm saying? Take the coat off. I just do not get it. I don't get the point. And y'all both around here with fucking shoulder coats and trying to eat food. And girl, I was like, get the fuck out my face, okay? Now, Mia brings up how, well, no. Seeing Mia talk about opening up more locations of that clinic they had is crazy because we know now that Gordon's family has taken over control of those of the business. So that's kind of crazy to know that you know she may lose this shit. Okay, and Mia then brings up how her and Jacqueline have been friends for since they were 15 years old. Okay, so they were really close. So seeing her talk about how close they are It's crazy too because again, currently they beefed out. And excuse me. And I feel like I can't imagine falling out with somebody who I've been friends with since I was 15. Like, me and Karla, my best friend Karla, we have been friends since 4th grade. I don't know how old I was then. But I also have friends who I just don't get falling out with folk once you are an adult. When you falling out with people, it's for your teens and your 20s. You should not be falling out with nobody in your 30s. Like, it just should not happen. You know what I'm saying? When you've known somebody for years, like, there's no need to fall out at that point. It's weird, but whatever. But seeing her say how close they are on the show, it's crazy because we know that now it's beef, okay? But when we then seen Mia, like, yeah, she's like she is Gordon's other wife, you know what I'm saying? They just don't have sex with not Gordon. I'm like, so who husband she be fucking? When the fact that Mia insinuated that my good friend Jacqueline, who I've known since I was 15, and we look at her as my husband, wife, she may not be fucking my husband, but she may be fucking somebody else's. I was like, girl, the shade of it all, okay? But she got some test results back. They ordered more tests. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, Jacqueline questions how crazy it was to have Gizelle questioning me at the party. Okay. She also brings up how she felt like Karen was trying to cover her own ass by not wanting to throw Gizelle completely up under the bus, but not really wanting to fully side with Mia, playing the middle ground, okay? And I was like, girl, no. Ooh, what? I really don't believe Jack was not. Look, this is just that y'all saying, not me. Okay? I don't know who bumping vaginas and penises or whatever. What I do know is, I would never call anybody my husband's other wife. Not even playfully. Like, my husband he would have one wife. That's it. And I would not want my good friend to feel like my husband's other. Why my husband don't need no other wife? Like, she's like his sister, meaning she loves him like a brother. Is cool with me. But I don't feel like, jokingly saying that that's my husband's other wife. I was like, bitch, what? Bitch, what? No, this is the thing. As you age, things do change, so do people. But it's my thing. Changing and growing does not mean you fall out. Like, there's no reason for me to have an argument with any of my friends currently because they know who they are. That's why I said you can fall out because like once you're in your 30s, you kind of know who you are a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when you're in your teens and 20s, sometimes you don't know. You don't. And I mean, I don't mean like just knowing folk. You can know folk, they're like associates or whatever, but you can't be friends since you were 15 and then out the blue, now we beefing on Twitter. That's weird. That's weird, okay? This is my opinion, though. Not, this is my opinion, just saying. But they were talking whatever. But, I feel like the show is going to show us the breakdown between. A part of me also feel like, is Jacqueline going to some kind of way side with Karen or somebody else who's at odds with Mia? And if that's true, if that's the breakdown of y'all friendship, that's crazy. Because that's stupid to me. So it's weird. I don't know. It's weird. But just seeing them just talking or whatever, I'm like, I don't care. But she brings up how Karen sent her a text, letting her know that the girls had questions about the little post. How Gizelle had texted her too about, I came too crazy, blah 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 blah. And me said, I've already been too nice to the girl, so I'm not gonna find back to Gizelle just yet. And Karen basically told me, what did Karen say? Karen text. I think I said the text some damn where. Because her point was, I can't believe Karen would send me this text, but not just tell me shit when she had seen me. I said, well, that's true. Like, don't see me somewhere and not tell me shit. Okay. So she sent her a text saying, like, hey, to let you know what I'm saying? This is a heads up. I had lunch with the girls, little picnic or whatever, and they all had concerns and questions from your post about your health or whatever. I want to share that with you in case you want to, if you have questions or whatever. So she did give her a heads up. What she could have said was, honey, they think you lying. They think you bald face lying, and they don't believe you, and they think you're using the shit. So she told her it was a conversation, but not really telling her what the conversation was. So me, it did feel like, well, she could have just told me like whatever was said versus beforehand versus texting me the day before the party as if it wasn't a big issue and I didn't walk in. Here goes Gizelle, cancer, no cancer. And it's the thing. Okay. So I was like, girl, I think Karen mentioned people were like concerned, but I think Karen never said they think you're lying. Because that was really what it was. They all felt she was lying. So I think her point was Karen just told me what they said, not make it seem as if they just concerned about what's going on. And Mia said, like, I don't care what they think. I don't care. Fuck the people. Okay. But we don't care either. Ashley and Candiace meet up. Okay. Because I'm tired, y'all. She meet up together. Mm-hmm. Now I will say this. It's cool. Like I told you before, it's cool to see these two talking or whatever. Candiace is tolerable so far. And I have not tolerated Candiace probably since her first season. But after maybe for drinks or whatever, because I want to talk to her about her husband DMing me. Okay, I felt like but I had to do it in private because if I say stuff out loud for the people, Candiace will think that I'm trying to be messy, and I'm like, that's probably true. I do feel like, both Candiace to me, I think the issue it is cute. Her is cute. The issue I think I have with Candiace is Candiace to me gives me childish vibes. Like she has tantrums, and I feel like she never handles situation like an adult. She handles situations as if it's a fight, and even if it's verbally, I feel like if we are on a show and I tell you something with the group, don't make it seem like I'm trying to be messy. Because either way it go, bitch, they know. Either way it go, it's gonna be aired. So I feel like there's a way to not be so offended and hurt and have all this vitriol for when someone come and tell you something in front of the group. If Candiace was like, she can get mad. I get that. You can get mad. But I always feel like she had a childish tantrum when stuff happens. And she don't know how to handle her feelings. And her reaction is always to just react. And it's usually a reaction a child does where, I'm mad, so I'm upset. I want to go tell. And I don't want her to do that. I mean, handle the conversation and not feel like everybody is always trying to come for you. Okay, that's on me. Anyway, so they sitting around talking. And Ashley like, okay, we're getting on good terms. I feel like we're friends or getting friendly or whatever. And I don't want to mess it up. Well, girl, what's going on? What's happening? Well, so Chris sent me a DM at 2:42 in the morning. My husband, Chris? She's like, my husband? She's like, yeah. Yeah, okay. And I did that on the context of the text and saying, now she, of course, Candiace like, look, first of all, he works at that place or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, it was what it was. So Ashley does say how I didn't know he worked there, but it was just weird to me seeing the DM. I still feel like, no, the way to say it is I posted a live or no, a story of me hanging out. He replied to my story at 2:42. There's a difference between someone saying your husband DM'd me at 2:42 in the morning than saying I posted a story and your husband your husband replied to my story, which turned into a DM, versus making it seem as if he directly DM'd you. I'm leaving it there. Okay. Now Candiace is like, well, okay, well, he works there. He wants to rebrand the place. So he wants to invite people who he thinks will be like, I'm saying, a good look for. It's like, it's called brand management. It's called advertise. It's like, why would I not want athlete of Potomac Housewives to be at a because I think it's a hotel or a club or whatever that I manage or whatever. So it makes sense. Now the one part I like was Ashley saying, look, I want to tell you because I did not want you to see it, and you be like, well, why didn't she mention it? So I think her intentions on why she told it was fine, but how you explain it is different. Okay, again, I reply to people's stories on IG late at night all the time, because that's when I see it. I'm not DMing nobody directly at 2 o'clock in the morning, but I will reply to a story. And I feel like the part she kept leaving out was I posted a story that he replied to. You know what I'm saying? And not only that shit only lasts, well, no, because the DM he sent her back will still be there, even if Ashley's live story thing wasn't. But again, it was not a big deal. But again, I'm also happy that Candiace did not flip out or get pissed and have a tantrum. What do you mean? She said, I'm going to give Ashley the benefit of the doubt this time. I'm letting it be. I'm not going to go. I'm leaving alone. So to me, that was cool. She was happy that Ashley came to her about it, but it was like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Now, this event that she had, the whole little twerking class she had. So Ashley be twerking on TikTok now. And so she had a little dance thing or whatnot. Okay, a little dance TikTok tutorial twerking session, okay, or whatever. Now Karen said she was sick, that she had a temperature of 102 and she could not come. Honey, when Robyn and Gizelle said, no, Karen's trying to avoid Sharice, okay? She don't like Sharice. She even avoided Sharice or whatever. So Karen ain't coming because she already heard that Sharice would be here. If Karen wants to avoid a lady, so what? So what? I feel like Karen, nobody has to be around. Who else? Somebody else did that. I think it's weird when people want to force you to be around people you don't really rock with like that or whatever. I feel like Karen, did not trip out about her coming to her little event or whatever. But maybe I'm not ready to hang out with her, or I may really be sick. Okay. But then just Robyn suggests that Gizelle and Karen, Gizelle and Ashley have a conversation. So mainly because Gizelle keep just discussing Ashley's divorce, okay? So Ashley's like, look, you know what I'm saying? You keep coming at me about my divorce. You're lying or whatever. You have these strong feelings and opinions about me and my divorce, as if I'm lying, and I'm not. And so Gizelle had this whole... Gizelle feel like Gizelle had one divorce. She had one divorce that was messy because her preaching ass husband was fucking everybody and having babies. Okay? So your divorce is completely different than somebody who just does not want to be married no more and chose to leave. So no one divorces somebody and buys a house with them. Ashley does. So somebody does do that, okay? And divorce is hard. It's hard, okay? And it seems like you put a girl. How was someone playing with divorce? How are you saying because your divorce was hard, you were pissed, you were hurt, for a time you were bitter about what your mom put you through? You should not put that same hurt and pain on nobody else has to go through what you went through. No one. And to say that Ashley is playing with the word divorce, how is she doing that though? And when she said, look, you know what I'm saying? You got back with Jamal. Yeah, but when Ashley said it does not matter that it was after like 15 years or whatever, it doesn't. That man still hurt you. You fakely redated him. Okay. She's like, look, me and Michael are not back together. Michael did not cheat on me lately. Okay. He hasn't had any kids on me. Okay. So there's no tense or hostile thing to happen with us. I'm saying how it would be for the people. It was the perfect explanation for how like there's no tense or hostile fight between us. Because he's not currently cheating. Ain't no babies around here. And that's what happened with Jamal. So your hurt ain't my hurt, bitch. I'm just over it, and I'm able to still actively have a positive relationship with my soon-to-be ex-husband. Or if I never, divorce him, whatever we're doing right now works for us. But because of how your shit went down, it's not how my shit went down. So don't put your decrepit ass marriage onto me. And nobody plays with divorce like Robyn and Juan, because Robyn and Juan got divorced and lived together the whole time. They're now engaged to be married and still not married. Stupid. Don't make no damn sense, okay? And when Cherie said, look, Ashley, are you buying a house with Michael? And she said, look, I can afford a house of that size on my own. So he's helping. Cherie said, oh, I'm done. I was like, what more is it to it to get? She needs a house because we're separating. I have to have someone to live with my kids, and I want something. I want something as big and nice as where we were, except with fucking yard. And my husband, or soon to be husband, is in real estate. Why would I not allow him to help me get a house that I can't afford, but he can? She's really being smart. As long as she is letting somebody she know look at the paperwork so that the house is hers, he can't take it, she's fine to let that man help her get a house. It's crazy. And when Cherie said, I let her do it because it's smart. Robyn and Juan divorced and they were too poor to separate. That's fucked up. I divorced you and we too poor to even separate. We had to be roommates for the next 13 years. Or 10 years. Like 10 years, okay? Jamal and Gizelle, she had to sit in shame. Shame. Because folk looked at her based on what he did. And Jamal, in my opinion, probably did not have the money to help you buy a house. Which is why even now the fucking barn you rebuilt took you 4-5 years. Maybe 3 years. Ashley is able to marry the old white man, lived a nice life for some years, birthed 2 big head ass babies, okay, who look just like their daddy. And now she can divorce that man and get money and have him help her buy a house. That's the thing to do. Use what you got to get what you want. Make the money. Don't let the money make you. The reason Juan and Robyn had to be roommates for years because they cannot afford shit else. Gizelle still wearing bad wigs. And I feel like they want to come down on her because she don't have to struggle. Like, I think Robyn and Gizelle are upset because the struggle they had to go through when they left Juan and Jamal, that she don't have to deal with. Ashley, even if she had to deal with an old white man, whatever, she's still coming out better than they ever could. She was not with him as long as they were with, Juan and Jamal. She's still in her 30s. She can still live a whole full life with money because she gonna get some money from Michael because he at least has to take care of her and them kids for the next 18 years. And not only that, she's at a point in her life where she can make money. So in my opinion, they look at her as, when we went through what she went through, she's in a better position than we are, or we were. then, because probably she's around the same age that Gizelle and Robyn went through their shit, and she's in a better situation because of the show and because she just happened to marry a rich white man. So don't be mad at her for that. So we do see all the ladies get there except Karen. And they dance around, twerk, 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 or whatever. But then we see that Candiace gets there. Well, Candiace there too. And Gizelle wants to have a conversation with Candiace. And when I said, Gizelle, don't do it, girl. Don't do it. Gizelle said, no, I'm going to do it. I'm doing it anyway. And girl, this is the gotcha. Hearing Gizelle explain what happened, why she feels Chris made her feel uncomfortable, doesn't even make sense. Because Chris literally did not do shit besides ask her, can they talk in her room? And that's it. She said how they did not, he didn't say shit wrong. He was mainly complaining about Candiace. But you're explaining him making you feel weird, but you're not really giving a reason. And I was like, girl, and when the producers asked Gizelle in the confessional, why do you feel the need to tell Candiace about this shit with Chris? And she said, because if Chris is doing things to make the ladies feel uncomfortable, then Candiace needs to know it to nip it in the bud, because otherwise he'll keep doing it. And I was like, she really made it seem like Chris was rocking harassing them. To me, Ashley saying, it was weird that Chris, whatever. Once Candiace said, and once Robyn said, no, he works there. So this was dumb. Ashley know for a fact, because she had an Australian restaurant. You know for a fact, if you own something, you do want to say, well, you should have came to where I own. If Karla, my best friend, if my best friend has to be on an interview, I would say, best friend, come here. You should have came to my. You know what I'm saying? You would say to somebody, come to where I own to make my shit pop. Chris saying you should have came to the W was him saying you should have came and partied at my establishment. That's it. The time shouldn't matter. If Chris has said more than just that, maybe feel some kind of way. If Chris had kept talking about shit, maybe feel some kind of way. But Robyn had already told Ashley he didn't mean shit. It wasn't nothing. Gizelle know that man worked up. So Gizelle know that Ashley really had no reason to feel some kind of way. Gizelle trying to take Ashley's situation to connect the dots is fucked up. It's completely fucked up. That's fake news. They're not getting divorced. They were just on live like early today. So we're not gonna do the fake news here. They're not getting divorced. Okay. But that will be a conversation for tomorrow. But that's not true, y'all. So they are not getting a divorce. Anyway. Gizelle tried to grab Ashley's story, combine it with hers to make Chris out to be I won't say a pervert, but make him out to be a man trying to cheat on his wife, okay? But Gizelle do that every season. Because if it's one thing Gizelle gonna be, is messy. Okay? So she then told her about the reunion. Chris asked to talk to me in my room. I'm saying I only say yes because my glam team was gonna be there. But my glam told me after the fact that Chris knew they weren't there because Chris had said bye to them. I was like, this is a gotcha. If Chris asked you to talk, Chris had no idea about what you would say yes or no to. You saying that you said yes because you assumed your glam team was there. What does that have to do with Chris? So you trying to say that you said yes because you assumed your team was there. Did you tell Chris, well, yes, but only because my glam, It don't make no. The excuse you gave did not connect. Cause you thinking my glam team this, I can do this. Okay, cool. Was your mental state. Chris saying let's go talk don't mean shit. So you saying well Chris knew they wasn't there. Cause so what, girl? I was like, whatever. And Candiace was looking like that is we don't. So you're saying that my husband made you feel and she looked shocked because I think she finally see Gizelle. Look, Gizelle, in my opinion, has always used Candiace to her that because Candiace has always wanted attention and she just has. And I still feel like Gizelle and Robyn created more tension between Monique and Candiace that caused that fight that season. And I feel like Candiace just now seen how conniving Gizelle is when she's looking to make a story. And when she looked at the producers of the cameras, and she's like, what are we doing? Meaning that she really sitting here telling me on camera that my husband tried to come at her and made her feel uncomfortable. I was like, girl, everyone told you that's how Gizelle is. And in my opinion, you befriended her and you should not have. Okay? And the fact of the matter is, I really wish that Robyn was sitting here too. Because I feel like Robyn was like, Joe, I told you don't even say shit. Girl, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? But she's like, Chris looks at you, Robyn, even Ashley, as like sisters. Like, he'll put his coat down over put a water for you. Like, he's friendly with y'all. Like, he knows y'all. You know what I'm saying? And you want to say that my husband made you feel uncomfortable? And she's like, yes. And you can't, negate how he made me feel, Candiace. And it's because she was trying to force Candiace to Gizelle was trying to force Candiace to have to agree. Because when they accused Michael of making folks feel uncomfortable, they all were like, we have to respect how someone feels. We have to. So she felt like, okay, she's trying to force me to put my husband in the light of he would do something to make the women on the cast feel uncomfortable. And she looks around. What are we doing? And she then gets up, gets her purse. No. Where's Eric? Where's Eric? And she goes to find the producer. So Eric is the producer. And this is my point in saying Candiace reacts like a child. Because my thing was, I would have handled Gizelle. I would not have needed to go grab production and complain. No. To me, children go grab their parent. Mom, she hit me. No. I would have fully cussed Gizelle out. And at that point, she would have been full within her right of cussing Gizelle out. Or just saying to her, bitch, I don't believe you. My husband would not do so. I did not like Candiace breaking the fourth wall and going to production to complain. And then saying, like, y'all can use Michael Darby. If y'all want to use, a person who, really does shit, you know what I'm saying? The ass grabber motherfucker who use him, not my husband. And I'm like, I get you're defending your husband, but I feel like leave Michael out of it. Like, leave. Like, Michael didn't have shit to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, what Gizelle said to you should not make you attack Ashley's soon-to-be husband, because we ain't even seen Michael. We ain't even seen Michael. And Gizelle complaining about Chris should not concern Michael. I feel like you got up and went and told the teacher that your classmate is fucking with you. And you want them to fix it. No, why can't you as a grown woman should have been able to have a the same way you go at Ashley and would go at Monique and you went at Mia, why did you not do the same shit with Gizelle? And if you and Ashley are on better terms, why attack Michael? Your issue should be with Gizelle. Your vitriol should be with Gizelle. Bring up her fake ass rekindling with Jamal. Bring up her badass wigs. Bring up whatever, her badass fashion. I felt like you getting upset, getting up, storming out, almost want to cry, crying to production, and then throwing Michael up under the bus was childish. Don't get me wrong. She should have been upset, but upset with Gizelle. And it aggravates me when people do not go at the right person. If you're upset, be upset, but be upset at the right one. You got up from the person that deserved to be cussed out and then went and fussed to the producer about Ashley's husband. Not my husband. You know, they're not going to use my husband for that. You know, y'all don't want me here. If you want my husband to be looked at as someone who makes people uncomfortable, you don't want. I was like, girl, what are you doing? So, I'm giving Candiace a new, a chance this season. I do every season. I give everybody a free shot. But it made me very mad. I'm looking like, girl, you walked away from Gizelle because had Ashley told her, I felt like Michael wanted to fuck me. I feel like he made me uncomfortable. He kept coming at because Ashley said, "Let me just tell you what happened, and that's it." She did not try to push a narrative. Let me explain to you. I feel like if you would have seen it, it could have been funny. So I told you. But Gizelle sat in your face. Had Ashley did the exact same thing Gizelle did, Candiace would have cussed her out. And it would have been a whole new fight. And Candiace was just as mad at Gizelle as she would have been at anybody else. And if you want to defend your husband, you can defend your husband to the person who's calling him someone who made her uncomfortable. I feel like you did not have to do anything extra. Just tell her, bitch, fuck you. Fuck you, Gizelle. You know damn well that would have been my thing. And it could have been what it was. But the whole asking for production, what are we doing? What's going on? I need Eric. No camera. Girl, for what? So she broke the fourth wall. Because typically, it's supposed to be just a show. So I was like, girl, I just want Candiace to grow. I want Candiace to grow into her adult womanhood. A part of me, and I guess she's young. I can't even be that serious. A part of me feel like she's just a baby who doesn't get her way sometimes and act like a baby. And because of that, sometimes when she needs to be a grown-ass woman and defend her husband, she, to me, didn't do it right. Because had there been anybody, had Wendy said that, had Monique said that, had Mia said that, she would have went off on them. She would not have walked away. And I think that's my issue. I think had that been anybody but Gizelle, she would not have walked away to production. She would have went off on them like she do any other time. Because we all know Gizelle full of shit. That ain't no secret. We all know that Gizelle has not had a real storyline in a while. Brian. So her just kind of getting up. I was like, is she walking away? Is she leaving? Oh, she calling production? She telling? And I'm like, why, Michael, what he doing? Why ain't he did shit? So, it's a way, there's never, the only time I have to walk away from a situation is when I've already cussed somebody out. I've already said my piece. And before I beat their ass, I have to walk away. But I am fully able to express my anger to someone who's calling out bullshit that I feel like is bullshit. I can fully do that. And Candiace, who said she's a wordsmith, you had no words for Gizelle. So we have to see what happens on the next episode. However, I still feel like, girl, Gizelle would have got checked right there. Like, no one would have had. I don't need production. I need a microphone. That's it. Okay. So we will see what happens the next episode. I agree, high vibe, same since day one. A whole fake related nothing. Even because look, she had season 1. Gizelle wrote the coattails of how she was a former first lady. You know, Jamal had did this. We knew it was that. And once she did not any longer want to be looked at as the former first lady or whatever. Since then, she has been making shit up every season. She's been making shit up every season, and she finds a new victim each season. And Candiace should have known this was coming. That's what she do. So that's why you have to treat Gizelle as a frenemy. Like I think Karen has the best thought process of how to handle her in the aspect of I have to handle that bitch with kid gloves. I have to handle her from afar. I have to know that any given moment she can come right here with some fuck shit. Okay, Gizelle didn't deserve a response for that nonsense. This is the thing. My response would have been, so you want me to fuck you up or no? Let me know. I would have took a swig of my water. So you want to fight? You want to box? You want to box? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have been like, what do you want me to do? I don't believe you. That isn't how my husband is. Let me know who else feel this way besides you. And then maybe we'll talk. But I feel like right now you're full of shit. Perfectly full of shit. Now, when Robyn had said earlier that Gizelle told her at the time of the reunion taping stuff what Chris did and how it made her feel. And even Robyn said, I told her, girl, no. So I also feel like once the story unfolds, to know that even Robyn told you full of shit, girl, you full of shit. So we seen on Twitter months ago, Candiace and Chris commenting about, you know what I'm saying, this bullshit, whatever. We now see why. Because Gizelle was fully trying to put the narrative out that Chris around here, you know what I'm saying, wonderful. And I think when Candiace sees the episode, to see it wasn't the fact that she just told him, it wasn't just the fact that she was trying to tell Candiace how Chris made her feel. It's going to be her in the confessional saying, or her even talking to Ashley now. Who you talking to? No, to Robyn. Saying how many men try her who are married. You know, Chris was saying shit to see if she was down for it or whatever, hoping I can make him happy. Girl, saying that Chris was telling you how unhappy he was in his marriage. Like, I think when she sees that, that would be a reason as to why I can't fuck with Gizelle. Because, you know, Candiace and Portia did that live last week that I posted on my channel. And when she said then, like, her and Gizelle, like, aren't cool. I think that's not just from the Real Girls Trip season. I think it's also from Potomac and her seeing what's being said behind her back. Just saying. It's just, you know, it's just something. You know what I'm saying? We did see Candiace and Monique tussle, and she might not she can't. Well, I don't think she can fight. Ashley, Gizelle's minion. Robyn, bitches was put out accidentally. Yeah, okay, Gizelle's not a good friend. Well, yeah, Gizelle ain't shit to nobody. She's a shit anyway. If I don't really rock with you the long way, then yet your man inboxing me at almost 3 a.m. in the morning is a problem. This is the thing. Ashley had a valid reason wondering why Chris did it. However, I also feel like once that was explained, it kind of made sense. I also feel like Candiace and Ashley are no longer on horrible terms. And, so I get that. I get that. And the fact of the matter is he must follow her on, like, for Chris to respond to her story, he has to at least be following her. And I don't think that Ashley and Candiace were in such a hard place then that Chris responding to a story would have been more than what it was. And I think that's why Candiace was able to accept the conversation. I'm happy that they're getting to a better place. Because in general, you know what I'm saying? It can go bad. It can go bad. Everyone is not Jamal. Lord, y'all is horrible. Y'all is horrible. Oh my god. Oh my god. She don't want no smoke. She don't want no smoke. And last season, wasn't good. This is almost 50. She is, I won't say that she's a bully. Gizelle is a mean girl. She's a mean girl who likes people on her side. And she's cliquish. And the bad part about it is I don't see the show getting rid of her. Once you had these many vets on, because it was 4 vets, because it was Robyn, Gizelle, Candiace, Robyn, Gizelle, Karen, and Ash. So it was 4 vets who's been on since season 1. And I don't feel like they will get rid of Gizelle for probably until probably like season 10. Like, they don't have anyone who will be messy like her in the way that she is. So she gonna be there. She gonna stay there as this mean girl. Because every season or every franchise has some kind of mean girl shit. And that's Gizelle's role. And she plays it well. And to me, just look, Gizelle, in my opinion, is going to be the new Nene. And only in the aspect of, on her franchise, Gizelle is a heavy hitter. She don't do shit, but she's a heavy hitter. But I also feel like she going to outplay her hand and only be Gizelle from that show and not really have nothing to show for it. And I hope, I agree, love her. I hope Gizelle and Robyn do fall out. Not in a way where I want them to be at odds. I want something to happen to force Robyn to get out of Gizelle's shadow. Now, I don't know if that means they have to fall out for a season or 2 or what, but the way that they are just so, like I was seeing on my live yesterday at BibleCon, you always see them together. You rarely see either of them separately, especially Robyn. If you see Robyn, you see Gizelle. And I just want Robyn to be able to stand on her own. Again, Robyn is like a more, it's like Cynthia. Like Cynthia, the way Cynthia was with Nene, her first 2 or 3 seasons is how Robyn is consistently. I think eventually Cynthia got her own shadow and no longer had to be up under Nene, and they fell out. But she eventually realized that she had to be her own voice. And to me, Robyn, this is the first time, when 2 episodes in, but it's the first time I felt like Robyn had her own voice, because she was, debating Gizelle about the bullshit of it all. And so I'm like, girl, I don't know. We shall see. But anyway, y'all, that was the whole review. I started off so sick. I got home aggravated. And then kind of come on live and was, a little bit shitty in the beginning. I was trying to get myself together. But I hope y'all enjoyed the live, of the Potomac Housewives. Tomorrow we will have a gossip chat and whatnot. I'm thinking we'll do gossip chat about stuff. We will discuss the whole Monique interview that the Monique video that she did on her own channel tomorrow. So do not forget to come back here tomorrow to watch all of that. Please subscribe to my channel. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to comment in the comment section if you're rewatching this. Thank you to everybody who watched this live and who will be watching the replay. I'm about to go to bed, get my mind right. Because I be like, Lord, I hate coming home and not being in a good mood because I'm just being petty. But again, tomorrow is a new day. I want everyone to be blessed and highly favored, to be in good spirits, and be your loved and all that good stuff. So again, good night, y'all. Be good, be safe, be loved. Gotta go. Bye.